your ABC6 Storm Tracker weather with meteorologist Nick Morganelli.
And good afternoon. Thanks for being with us here on ABC6 Storm Trackers. Tracking the storm, and it is coming later on tonight and tomorrow. We've got the thin clouds right now, but let's first start with the wind gusts because they're going to pick up overnight. And by about 4 o'clock in the morning, we're going to see winds gusting 45 to 50 miles per hour. On the Cape and the islands, maybe a little bit higher than that. Then we go to 6 o'clock in the morning. Now we're talking 50 to 55. We could see some 60 to 65 mile per hour gusts right around sunrise tomorrow. And then it starts to shift east. This whole wind field by 8 o'clock, the highest winds shift just to the east. So New Bedford and Fall River, Taunton, over to Falmouth and Plymouth. And still, Rhode Island's getting about 50 mile per hour winds. But the highest winds shift towards the Cape by late in the morning, where now they're 50 to 60 miles per hour, and we've calmed down just a little bit. But there could be another burst of wind that comes in around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So early to mid-afternoon, another burst with the cold front that's moving in. And then things will calm down after that. It will still be very windy, but nothing dangerous after late in the afternoon. The wind and the heavy rain of 1 to 2 inches will soak the ground. That could bring down a tree or two here and there. It could also break some branches on the trees, and both of those things can impact power lines and bring down a power line. Just reminding you, do not go anywhere near a down power line. Let the power companies take care of that. Alert your local emergency officials right away if there is a power line down in your neighborhood. And be aware that if the power goes out, you're going to need a flashlight. You're going to need maybe an alternate source of heating because the cold air is coming in behind this thing. So keep that in mind. Make sure if you have a generator, make sure there's fuel in it. Make sure you've got wood for the wood stove, that kind of thing. You're probably all set with that because it's already been winter for a little while. Here's the rain-snow line off to the west of us, and it stays there. And we've got more snow off to the north and west. This is the Arctic cold front right in here. Can you pick it out? It's a very sharp line. We're going to show you the temperatures in just a minute. Lots of winter warnings here. We've got blizzard warning in the upper plains. We've got wind chill warnings as far south as Texas. We've got freeze warnings that go all the way down to the Gulf Coast. So the cold air is surging southward first, and then it's going to come in from the southwest. So first, the wind is out of the south. It's very mild and windy here. This is Friday morning. We go into 10 o'clock Friday morning. The last of the heavy rain is probably lifting off to the north at that point. And here comes the cold front pushing in. This is Friday evening. Once that cold front pushes through, then a second cold front is going to push in and really bring in the Arctic air overnight on Friday into early Saturday morning. Let's take a look at some of the temperatures. We've got the wind chill forecast here for 30 below zero. This is Friday night. Notice single numbers and below zero south of us, and we're already starting to get into the teens here for wind chill factor. And then by Saturday morning at 8 o'clock, we're close to zero for the wind chill, and it pretty much stays there for Christmas Eve as well. So 55 tomorrow, the damaging wind, the highest winds should be in the morning. There's a high wind warning in effect all day long tomorrow. 45 to 65 mile per hour gusts. Here's the 7-day forecast. And as we go to your Christmas holiday weekend, below zero wind chill possible for Christmas Eve. And then it's easier on the wind Christmas Day, but it's still a very cold day, starting in the mid-teens and only getting to the mid-20s. So that's a typical winter day. Yeah. But we got to get through the next 48 hours.
Well, that's it. And we've talked a lot about it. I mean, now's the time to get prepared. We can't stress that enough.
Right. And you know, this cold air comes in so fast behind the rain, flash freeze. Like everything freezes.
That's
doors and handles and sidewalks and streets and that kind of thing.
The temperatures, the quick drop too that you're going to have. What day was it into Friday to Saturday, is it?
Yeah, Friday evening into Saturday morning, they drop a good 30, 40 degrees in a matter of hours. Yeah.
Be prepared. Be prepared. We're going to talk a lot more about this, that's for sure, in the coming hours.
I know that.
We know that. Still to come today at noon, Christmas thrifting.